Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me start the recording here.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dose of Diana. I got my boy Angel on the set.
Yeah.
What up? All the way from DR and PR, because he is like all over the place in the Caribbean. So if something open up in your neighborhood, you already know it's probably his. So Angel, I want to start off by saying thank you so very much for being on, because I know you're very busy.
Pleasure's all mine.
And we grew up together, actually. And Angel, let's see. I think that he was like one of the Gold family. Like he was in a Gold family because they had a home. They had a single home. You know what I'm saying? Like as where like we grew up in the projects or in multifamily homes. Mm-hmm. So you guys, we were always like, oh man, they got their own house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was always like a Gold home that we would look up to. And then once we met the family, like our families all meshed. So I knew him from like way back before he even had kids and all that stuff. Then he became a father. Well, first he was a son and a brother. Then he became a father. And we're going to jump into career and all that stuff. But how are you, sweetie?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be on your show. I watch it, I hear it. Mm-hmm. And I always get a laugh out of it. And I know how you are. You're upbeat. So, I'm glad to be here. But I'm good. Yo, life is good.
I know it's good.
Life is good.
I know it's good. I follow you on Instagram. I know it's good. And I am so very happy for your success. And if you have any haters, fuck them, because if you don't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah, there's always one or two,
Oh, there's more than one or two.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, but they don't jump out at me like that.
Right, right. All right, so let's talk a little bit about like just growing up, right? When we were growing up and how rough it was. I knew for you guys just being Puerto Rican men in the North End.
Yeah.
Because I know it was rough for me being a Puerto Rican woman in the North End because it was predominantly African American. So it was almost like we had to like prove ourselves.
Exactly.
At every freaking turn, even though we were in the same damn neighborhood.
Yeah. We were a small group, but we're all tight, of course. Mm-hmm. You know that your family, our family, and a couple of other families. Growing up in the North End wasn't an easy task, but we overcame because we proved to everyone around our neighborhood who we were, mm-hmm. how we were as a family, and how tight we was. That was number one. That we were tight, and the bottom line, the truth, we proved ourselves. If we had a bang, we banged. If we had a talk, we talked. However the situation was, we took care of it. But we always respected, so we give respect. And
right.
That's how we made it out. The people that made it out.
The people that did make it
out.
Exactly. And you were also able to overcome like all these statistics of people always saying that you can't get out of the hood or whatever. You had a successful career as a correctional officer.
Absolutely.
Right? So
absolutely. I did the military. Mm-hmm. I was in the Marine Corps. And after the Marine Corps, I came back home, and I knew that, the bottom line, I knew that I needed a career to retire early, because everything that I'm doing now, I planned. I planned.
You heard that?
Yeah, everything I did, I planned since I was 19, 20 years old. So when I got out the Marine Corps, I knew that I needed something to retire early. I took the state trooper test, and I passed it, but that was when they cut the academy. We were the first day in the academy, and they cut it. I was in that class. And I took all the police tests and all that, and I didn't really want to be police, just where I grew up, and just where I grew up, and the people that I knew, and they were true friends, because it didn't matter. My friends were my friends. I don't care what they did. It didn't matter to me, because I grew up in the North End, Albany and Bedford. You can't get no worse than that. So corrections came around, and I did it. Did it for 24 years. It was a difficult thing, me being from the North End, and my upbringings were different from the people that I worked with. Mm-hmm. Very different, and I don't have to explain how different it is, mm-hmm. because people, I don't got to go into details.
Right.
But I stood my course, and I had a person that told me in there, says, you're an intelligent person, stop fighting all these people and make them work for you. And that's what I did. And, at some point, 10 years or 9 years in, I became a lieutenant, and I had everyone working for me.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, I did the military, then I did that, retired at 45, 44.
See, I'm 45 right now. I'm trying to retire.
Yeah, 44, 45. And, I just, I decided to do a Benjamin Buttons. You know the movie, right? Benjamin Buttons. So everything that I couldn't do while I was working and taking care of the family and doing that, now I'm doing.
Good
enjoying life.
And I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And so now that we're talking about the stuff that he's doing now, which I'm going to let him talk a little bit more about. But one of the things that stood out to me as I look at your Instagram feed and stuff, and they can follow you on.
You can follow me at Bory Lavada on my Instagram, Medina on Facebook, and then my businesses is Lavada, Lavara, Lavara.
Yes.
Lavada
so if you want to see what his retirement is all about,
if you want to see what
it'll make you strive to want to do this shit. So follow him, and I'll have all that stuff on the YouTube channel so you can follow him. But one of the questions that I had, what made you open your business in DR instead of Puerto Rico? So DR being Dominican Republic instead of Puerto Rico.
Well, the reason why in DR because I had a friend that was there. He asked me a while. He was asking me, won't you open up a business over here? And at that time I was retiring. I was also going through a divorce, and I just didn't want to do any of that. All I did when my retirement and going through a divorce was travel. I retired, so I traveled. After a year of that, then I kind of said, well, I need to do something. I need to do something. So the reason why DR and not Puerto Rico is the same reason any other business is open in other places. What I spent to open up a business in DR, I'll probably spend triple or 4 times in Puerto Rico or in the United States. Plus, Puerto Rico is well known for having open bars or open discos where people could drink outside. So the business side of it wouldn't make any sense because if you can go get a beer outside and then come in and enjoy my music and not buy my products, not buy my products, then there's no gain in that. Because
you want them to buy your beer.
You want them to buy your beer. You want them to buy your rum. You want them to buy what you have. Your services. So that was a main reason. Financially, it didn't make sense to open something up in Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico's a little bit tough now. Puerto Rico, after the hurricane, I was there during the hurricane, so it's a little bit tough. It's rough, and people, they penny pinch because they have to. It's not because it's that they want to. It's just they have to.
They were penny pinching before, so now it's even worse.
Yeah. The little taxes there. It's kind of bad when you got to pay $7 for a gallon of milk. Everyone thinks, paradise. Yeah, paradise when you go on vacation, but when you live there, son otro 20 pesos, son otro 20 pesos.
Damn,
so that's why I opened up in DR. Well, the businesses that I have there.
All right, so you say businesses.
Exactly.
So it's not just the Lavada.
No.
It's also...
I opened up Lavada 3 years ago. And then a year after, I opened up La Varita, which is the son or the daughter of La Vara. I opened up in the same time. It was just it's a little bit classier, and I opened up for a different public, but that public over there just doesn't go out, So after that, I opened up a chicken place, selling chicken, selling tostones, just selling food that people could afford. So what I did was I kept La Vara, and where I had La Varita, I expanded it. So now I have a chicken place, which is called The Chicken Place, and I have La Vara, which they're both doing great because they have a restaurant there, which is pretty good. But the difference between my place and the restaurants that are there is that people could afford it. You know what I'm saying? People could go there, and I bring my touch, my seasoning there. So it's different. So people love that.
They like to have a change because they got the same restaurants Probably with the same seasonings.
Yeah, el adobo, tú sabes, ¿verdad?
Oh, shit.
El adobo, tú sabes.
Because, yo, let me tell you, Hartford is small. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're from.
Mm-hmm.
So I go get a haircut at Southside, which is now the shop. Mm-hmm. And some guys came in. I won't say their names because they're married. And they're talking about...
Anonymous.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about they went to DR, they had a blast, they went to La Barra, and this and that. And I'm sitting there, right, listening, you know. So I'm like, yo, who y'all talking about? And they said, yo, Angel. I was like, oh, that's who y'all talking about. Because when they said La Barra, I was like, it has to be Angel. It can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then they started talking about this, you know, about a whole bunch of stuff. So they're like, yo, we went to the gas station, and I could buy pussy there. I was like, shut the fuck up. He was like, no, you could. Is that true?
Well, it's
not saying that that's your business. It's not his business.
No. I mean,
the gas station is not Lamar.
No.
It's different.
Nah, the gas station's not mine. Well, how can I put it? I can put it like this. I put it like this. DR is a very poor country,
like many others in the world.
There's no secrets. If you want to go have a good time in DR, you can go have a good time in DR, right? Sometimes it'll cost you, sometimes it don't. Depends who you are. Depends if you're a baller, depends if you're a real baller. You know?
I like the way you said that.
You understand what I'm saying? So
because there's some fake 100 years out here.
Yeah, there's some fake ballers. But
100 years. You hear me, right?
Yeah, but so I mean, there is a lot of if men go there, you know, they could get a person. I mean, they could buy.
Like Vegas. Vegas.
It's like Vegas. You know, they could buy, or they could meet someone. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that comes visits me, I let them enjoy the club. I make sure that they, and my people, because it's a different country. I make sure that they're always watched over. I make sure that they have a good time. Whatever good time that they want to have, I make sure that they have it. They want to chill, they want to drink, they just want to relax. Anything they want to do, I make sure that they have it. But they can have whatever they want if they want it. If they just want to chill, they could chill. Now, me, I'm a businessman. My thing's business. Because I'll put it like this. Let me just put it like this. For me, because I need to clear this for a lot of people. If I was to drink every day in my business, it won't work out.
You gotta have all your wits with you.
Exactly, it won't work out.
And you spending liquor, it's gonna be free where you could be spending.
Exactly. So my point to this is, me personally, if I was to be over there every night with different ass, it wouldn't work out. I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed my life. You know, I've enjoyed my life. So, you know, the big picture, damn, you know, well, my boys call me, yo, man, you gotta have a different girl every night. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, I get why you're saying that. I said, but no,
I'm trying to get a different bag every night.
I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get stats every night. I'm trying to see how these 4,000 could become 5,000 a night, or these 5,000 could become 10,000 a night. You know, and that's the key for me. That's really key that keeps me humble, and I participate a lot in the community.
That was one of my questions. Look at the segue. So one of my questions is, because I saw also that you give back to the community.
Absolutely. Because
without giving back to the community, I mean, the community is not going to do for you. So Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Any sponsorship for basketball, for baseball, for softball that they have there, they always come to me. They have a lot of empresarios. Empresarios means business owners. That are really snotty. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up in Albany and Bedford. And I've always kept the way that I am. I never changed it. That's why I can go to any friends and they always respect me. I respect them because I never changed. I never changed it because of my jobs. I never changed it because of what I have. Never. And that's why I believe that the respect that I have from other people, I have it because of that. Because of that. Now, so I'm there and they look at me like this big figure. I don't look at myself like a big figure. So they come to me and I always help. Other people there, owners that are from there, that have been living there 30, 40 years, don't help.
That's horrible.
Don't help. So they come to me, it's pennies what you give. You know, it's pennies. A uniform for a basketball team over there could probably cost you $100 or $80. Why not? So I do that. Every Christmas, we give out at least 500 families, we give them food. We give them food. Every Christmas. Every Christmas. I have to fly back before the 6th because I give out 3,000 toys to the kids.
Oh, 3 Kings Day, right?
Yeah, for 3 Kings Day. So, you know, I stay up all night in the club, and then in the morning I get a Santa Claus suit from one of the guys that I know there. I get one of my guys, put him in a Santa Claus suit, and we go to all the towns, and we go to shelters for kids. That the first day it brought me tears. I can't walk in there and stay there for more than 5 minutes because this is what I appreciate when I do it. If this is a toy, I'll give a kid a toy from DR and he'll grab it and it's the biggest thing for them. The biggest thing for them from a dollar store. If I give the same toy to a kid here in the United States, they're going to ask where to plug it. What's the password? They're going to ask for all that. So it brings me joy just to do that. So, you know, I spend a lot of time there helping the community. And with that, I get the respect of the senators. I know the governor. I know the mayor. I know they have other titles. So all of those people are behind me 100%.
That's awesome.
I have a friend that owns Salcedo Cargo Express, which is from New York. His name is Charlie Canal. That's going for over there they call it Deputado. I don't really know what's the title here, but every time I send the toys from here, he has the big shipping company. He sends them for free for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anything I have, he'll send it for free. And then over there, he let me use his big trucks that he have, put the music, and we go out and we just give the kids toys, and that's my joy. That's what I do that all year round. I do that all year round. So anything that they need,
I think it is so imperative to give back. No matter what level of success, it is so important to give back because that's how people give back to you.
Exactly.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying?
One way or another, they do that. One way or another, because I walk the streets with shorts and sandals because, you know, I'm not a fool neither. I'm not going to walk around there, you know, Versace and my earrings and my chains out on the street because you never know. You know, 10 people might know you, but that one don't know you. But I feel comfortable there. They love, you know, they're always with me, Bory. They call me Bory, and I was like, yo, it's Angel, but that's the name that stuck. You know, that's the name that stuck. So all the people are real close to me, just because they know that I give from the heart. I don't want nothing back. You know, the politicians want me to get it in, but I'm no politician.
Yeah, don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I'm no politician. You know what I'm saying? I'm no politician. So I enjoy giving back. You know, I enjoy giving back.
That's awesome. So let me see. How did the whole Me Hice Rico thing come about? Because I know for years, your voice has always been an amazing voice. Like, I think you could do voiceovers. I think you could do like a character in a movie. Your voice is amazing, right? So
Thanks,
I know I'm gonna get hit up and be like, yo, it's me single. But anyway.
So I have this kid that I manage. His name is El Guerrero Negro. He has good, clean music. He's been doing it for about 15 years. He hasn't had the help that he's needed. I took him under my wing because he does clean music. He's a humble kid. He's a humble kid. I told him that he needs to release that humble. He needs to let it go. Because I know about hip hop. I know, you know, we grew up on grimy, that. Yeah, it's grimy, you know. But he does different music than what the regular people do. So we were going to Leo. Leo is the top producer in DR. Any song that you hear from DR, anyone that's Dominican, Leo, he's the one that's doing the music. So we was going to him. So it's 2 hours to get there. So we he started saying, yo, me siguen yo la para Puerto Rico. And then me, I just did a hook. I started, me rico, vendiendo cuca también perico. And he looks at me and says, so say that again. So we started playing around with it. When we get to Leo, the producer, he's working on the kids' music. And we in the background, we're drinking, chilling, doing our thing, doing my thing. And and we start singing it. So Leo, the producer, turns around and says, Bory, you need to do that again. I said, nah. Yo no soy artista, loco.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
I was like, yo no soy artista. And I was fucking around. I said, yo no soy artista. Yo soy famoso, pero artista no. Right? So I'm fucking around with him. He said, no. So he stopped doing what he's doing. He says, get on the mic. I already got attitude. I grew up in the North End. I already
said no.
Yeah, no, but I already got attitude to get on the mic. So the mic not going to scare me. People won't scare me.
Right,
Crowds don't scare me. So I got on the mic. I said it. The guy that I managed and him, they put it on loud and they put a background beat. And they both was like, they looked at me and said, yo, your voice, you got to do it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So anyway, we finished what we was doing. And before I left, the guy brought me over. He said, listen, man, I know you don't want to do it, but that is going to sell. I said, that is going to sell. That's what the people want to hear. And your voice going to let it go on. I said, all right. So we went to another producer, Franklin, which is a real nice producer too. He had the time because Leo he's too busy. So he said, all right, let's put it on track. So we put it on track. And the song that was supposed to come out couldn't because the people started with this song. No, we want to hear this. Like right now, he did a concert over there, and when he played the music, everybody was asking for him. When he played the music, you could hear the whole crowd. I let you see it later on, sing in the background. Now I got a clean version, of course, because on stage, I can't, and on the radio, you got to say a clean version, But they just love it, and that's how it went down.
Let me tell you, when I heard it, the first time I heard it, I was like, about time. For real. Because your voice is like, it's, like, if like, let's say if we are all, like, we have our eyes closed and we're somewhere, and you say something, that's Angel. You know what I'm saying? Your voice is very distinctive.
Yeah, so it went down. It went down. I did the video. The video comes out January 10th.
I saw that ass.
Yeah.
In the video.
There's a few asses there.
But wait, you know what the perfect thing is? How things align. So you have a club where you could just play it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
you don't gotta ask a DJ.
No, and I got DJs. I hire DJs all the time. So all the DJs, they know when I call them, yo, you need to put this on. And I know the owners of the other clubs because I'm like I said, I'm no enemies. I have no enemies. If they're enemy of mine, then I don't know about it. But all the club owners over there in my surroundings, they're all my friends. They're all good people. They know how I am, and they know how I get down. So I'll call them up. Hey, listen, do this. Not a problem. So I got the people. I got the people to go ahead, do this, and that's what's happening right now over there.
Which is good.
That's what's happening right now, and
it's opening doors.
It's good.
Even more doors.
Well, I like it because it's opening doors for him, and when I grabbed this guy, I said, listen, you need to have attitude, man. Forget all that humble. Humble's not going to sell. I said, I get you. You pray to God, you do this. I get it. To each his own. I said, but this is music. I said 90%.
Totally different animal.
Yeah, 90% of this is playing. It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's selling something.
Exactly. Yeah. So his music now is different, and people are realizing that he's got that attitude, but he got that attitude because I had to come on, man.
But that's just going to open you up to maybe be managing other people.
Exactly, which I just want to get him in. I got some other people, this, because there's always everybody everybody's a rapper, everybody's this, everybody's that. But I want to concentrate on this kid because this kid has really got good, clean music.
Do a showcase at your shit.
He's always.
No, I'm just saying a showcase for like new.
Yeah, I wanted to do that because I also got a lot over there that I can put a stage outside because it's hot. It's nice all the time. So I got this lot over there that I'm gonna put a stage that I want to do, a showcase. So I got kids too that are could get it in, and they're always, they come around to the front of the club across the street, Bory, and I'm like, hey, and I don't say no, I'm not a one, like I said, I don't just walk around there and whatever. No, I give everyone their time, and they understand when I'm busy.
Yeah,
leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Do you think this will open up something for you to maybe have a career in music? Like you being the artist? Or maybe doing some hooks on other people's stuff?
Yeah, I'll do the hooks, but I play Benjamin Buttons for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is that, I'm kind of busy because I was in an interview over there in a radio station, which is at 7:00 in the morning. So I know that this ain't my route. 7:00 in the morning when I close the club at 4. And he asked me that. He said, people are really liking your song and really liking your voice. Are you gonna do more? I told my artist, I said, I'll do one more. I'll do 1 or 2, and that's it. I'll do 1 or 2 because it's difficult managing. It's difficult. I got 25 employees, and it's difficult, trying to, my family here. So it's a lot that I got going. I feel good, and I'm hoping that I'm blessed with my mother's energy, that she's 72 and she's like an Energizer bunny. So I'm hoping I got that gene. I look like her, so I'm hoping that gene inside is like her. But
I think you do.
I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more. 1 or 2 more. I'm definitely gonna do it. And I already got it. I got it in the works right now. Got it in the works. But I got some other kids over there that want to do the remix of Me Hice Rico. I'm talking about some kids that are well known over there. So I told them, just hold off. Let me do what I got to do, and we'll get it in.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's opening doors for other people, which is...
Yeah, it's opening doors because Salcedo is a small town that really no one really recognizes there.
What's the town nearest that's like well known?
Santiago.
Okay.
Santiago is the second biggest city in DR.
And how far is Salcedo from
20
there?
minutes.
Okay. 20
minutes away. It's 25 minutes depending on the traffic. But it is opening because they're hearing this kid now. They're hearing it, and the radio station. I'm trying to get into the radio stations over there now, but I know a lot of the TV stations in the surrounding area. We did a few interviews, and I just want this kid to get going.
Yeah.
Me, I'm okay.
And how old is he?
He's 27.
Okay.
He's 27.
Has he been out of DR or is?
No.
Wow.
I'm trying to pull some little strings because I got
try to get him
my friend Anonymous.
Visa,
Anonymous. He's from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Well, good friend of mine, and I'm trying to see if we can get a remix with him to get him to Puerto Rico because I could pull strings to do that. And you can go on his page, El Guerrero Negro RD, and see some of the videos. We did a video, No Te Voy a Dar Light. We did a video, Me Hice Rico's coming January 10th. But he's been doing this for like 15 years, and the kid is a good kid, and he got some hot stuff coming. It's different from DR because DR is dembo. DR dum dum dum. He got music. He got stories. He got
And when there's something different.
Yeah, it's something different.
So with all these things going on in your life right now, all the success, where do you find balance? Where's your balance? Like where's your happy place? How do you find balance?
Okay. My happy place is being at home by myself and just relaxing. I left when I was 19 to the Marine Corps, so I know how to be alone. Some people might see that a little bit different. My boys are grown, so I did my part there. So my balance is just, concentrating, just meditating when I'm by myself. And I'm always thinking. People see me there and they'll see me like zoning out. I see everything, but I'm always thinking. When I come here and visit my mom, that relaxes me. But I just, the growing up in the ghetto, the Marine Corps, the job that I did, and just seeing life in all, I can go into a place where I can just balance and just relax and put everything in perspective, and just be happy with everything I do.
Appreciate,
and appreciate it and be satisfied I always said, if I've lived probably about 9 lives, because I've traveled, I enjoy life, and at the same time taking care of what I always got to take care of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I have no regrets or nothing.
I know, because we know people now like that are back in jail, that are in jail, that you're in your 40s. Some of y'all are in your 50s. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not ending. Like, get some of that money, fine, however you got to get it.
Yeah.
But turn it into positives. Like, I don't understand.
Turn into good, because time flies. And I've always had this, what I've always done in my life. And when I was 20, I said, okay, when I'm 25, where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do. Okay, when I hit 25, I already set that goal. When I'm 30, what I'm going to do. I've always done it since a kid, since growing up here. The bottom line, like I told you, when I was 20, I knew that I want to retire early. I'm not going to do 65 and retire. Then what happens? A lot of people take this route. Well, I'm going to work and do this, and then when I'm 65, I'm going to relax. Well, my job was hard, but it wasn't that hard for me. The issue that I had was more with the officers than the inmates, because I grew up with the inmates.
Right. The politics.
Yeah, that was easy. So everything that I haven't done that I wanted to do, I mean, who didn't grow up wanting to be a rapper?
Right.
Who didn't in the ghetto?
Or a basketball player.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? Who didn't want to be a model? Who didn't want to own a club? Who didn't want to own businesses? We all wanted to do all that. We all wanted to do that. So now that I can do it, I'm going to motherfucking do it.
Yep.
Point blank. Punto y claro.
Why not?
You're
your only obstacle, right?
Exactly.
So with 2019 wrapping up and you having an amazing few years, but 2019, we're going into a new decade, right? I'm going to be recording a New Year, New Me podcast.
Okay.
It's going to be off the chain, because people be New Year, New Me. They with the bullshit. They ain't doing nothing different. They do it for like 2 weeks, maybe a month.
Yeah. I get it's a little thing that they say, oh, the New Year's, I'm going to hit the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And then come February, say, jodió todo. Say, jodió todo. ¿Qué pasó con todo eso? ¿Qué pasó? Yeah.
You got to set realistic goals, right?
Exactly.
That's my thing. Even if it is just buying bed sheets. But anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
But what were some of your highs? Like, what were some amazing things that happened? What were some like great moments in 2019? Like, just let's keep it to 2019 things that happened to you, whether it was in business or family, whatever. I'm gonna hit a couple of them.
Well, one of my youngest kid, Xavier, got a career job at the post office. I was thrilled. I was thrilled with that.
With benefits?
Yeah, with benefits. I was thrilled with that, because he had it and then he lost it, but then he got it again on his own.
Good.
So I was thrilled with that. That was something that this year that I was, as a father, I was proud. I was proud. Family-wise, my family's always the same. I'm always proud of all my families. Where we grew up, my brothers and sisters, I think they did okay. You know what I'm saying? I think they're all fine. As long as they're out here, they're working, they're not stuck in jail, and they're not doing drugs, then we did okay.
Exactly.
You know as well as I do, what happens in the ghetto. So I'm always proud of them. Business-wise, what thrills me is, tell you the truth, is the giving back. Because money, as long as I'm comfortable, I'm fine. As long as I could travel, as long as I got a vehicle here, got a vehicle in DR, got a vehicle in PR, I got a place to stay, wherever I go, but the giving is probably the happiest thing that I do, to say the truth. The giving, because my grandmother, may she rest in peace, used to do that. Used to go from PR to DR to give. So I'm following that tradition, into another level. Another thing, business-wise, I had a little had a little issue with one of my ex-partners this year in February. Actually, he was one of the reasons why I went there to DR, and he kind of went on his own. And I don't know if he thought that I was going to fold, but nigga, I'm not born like that. I'm too, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I've been a hustler all my life. So I kept going with my businesses by myself, and with the help of two guys that I had, with the help of all my employees there. But Jose Polanco and Raul are two of the guys that I left there in charge, that run my business when I'm not there. And they flourished. Instead of going down, they flourished. And there was no competition. There was no competition. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the business flourished more. And my restaurant flourished even more. You know?
So is the ex-partner in the hating population now?
Well, you know, I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm just, you know, it was just a situation where he wanted to do his thing on his own. So,
well, you know, I'm sure you wish them the best.
Absolutely. Listen, man, I never wished anyone any bad. Never in my life. I never was like that. And I won't be because I run my life. I don't run your life. So I do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. So if you want to do something, dale pa allá. Dale.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this is his town. I'm in a different town, but the people there, the people there, ellos no quieren cuenta conmigo. They love, you know, because they see what I do. And all the politicians, they see.
So you got people on your side, you good.
I got everyone on my side.
So on the other side of that, what were some things that you learned from? What were things that you're like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh man.
From the business?
Maybe you said la barrita you had to extend to the chicken place,
what
right?
I
But
did,
what else?
What I screwed up, I'm always was a person that, if I said this is what I'm going to do, I did it because I had confidence of what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. I let myself get guided. I never let myself get guided all my life. Never. I never was a follower. Never was a follower. I mean, I grew up around gangsters, gang members. I mean, you already know. I had my friends. I had my friends here in the Latin Kings. Had my friends here in the Solios, but we all were friends.
Yeah.
So that was something I grew up that I was proud that we all were. It didn't matter. So I never was a follower. I never joined a gang. I never was into the drugs. You know, I was my own person. Yo, we're gonna go out. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Right.
So that was me. So I let myself, let someone else do stuff for me because I wasn't from there, and it kind of turned out bad. Everything that, you know, it didn't turn out for the positive. Then when I took over myself, I realized I should have just done this by myself. You understand what I'm saying? So that was something that I learned, you know, in business. I mean, it's good sometimes to have partners, but sometimes if you do it yourself, and nothing negative, I'm not saying nothing negative about my partner, nothing, but sometimes your own ideas are the best ideas. Because you know what you want to do for yourself. Right. You know? And you know what works. You know what works. So you know what I'm saying? And if you fail, you don't bother nobody else, because that's one thing, I never bothered, you know, anyone for anything, or you know, I'm the type of person, everything that has happened to be positive or negative, I always inside, you know. But that was one of the big things, you know, because I found myself at one point where, you know, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna let this go. But then, you know, a person, again, Charlie Canal, he's a politician there. Once again, he owns a cargo express that takes anything you got going to DR, that's the man to see. Charlie Canal, Salcedo Cargo Express. He'll take all your stuff, furniture, anything. But he's gonna charge y'all. Yeah, he's gonna charge y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna charge y'all. Ain't angel. Right. So he told me, he said, listen, man, we all behind you. You know, he said, we all behind you. You're not visiting here no more. You're from here, and you need to do what you got to do. You know, do it. He said, you're a smart man. Trust me, everything's gonna be better for you. And that's what happened. Everything was much better.
That's awesome.
Much better. And you know, I know got a lot of friends. A lot of the singers over there, I know them personally. You know, and that's a plus because you know when I need someone, hey, you know, I need you on this day for you all day. They'll come, they'll sing, they do what they got to do. You know, but that was one of the things. Back to the question, that was one of the things that I learned. You know, and you know, it was like a down and a up at
Because
the same time.
Yeah.
It showed me that all my life I've always trusted my word.
Just to myself, you trust your gut.
Exactly. That's why I'm at where I'm at. You know?
So earlier I spoke about resolutions, right? So give me a New Year's resolution for yourself, a goal, and then a realistic one. So give me one that you know, because people always have like these, but see, you got these, it's hard because you when you put your mind, like I've known you my whole life. So when you put your mind to some shit, you do it. So I can't even pose you that question, but maybe.
I was gonna tell you, I'm a type of person, this for everyone out there. I get it, how life is. But if you, as a person, says, well, you know, I might do this, I might do that, might and maybe shouldn't be in your vocabulary. Should not be in your vocabulary, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So a New Year's resolution for me, that I can honestly say New Year's resolution, is business-wise is to get this kid where he needs to be, the kid that I got managing. The business are going straight, so I'm satisfied with that. Personal New Year's resolution.
Oh shit.
Personal New Year's resolution. Wow.
Why is a long ass pause on this
one? Yeah, that was that pause. That was that pause. I find myself blessed. So what I want,
others.
Yeah, and I'm blessing others. So I want to just continue that, right? I want to continue that. People in my surroundings are family, friends. They're pretty well off. But for me in that town is to put that town there on a map where people can realize how to be different. I'm going to explain to you. The owners, the people of that town that are from there and got money. My resolution is to have them see what I see. You know, your town will be a small town and a nothing town if you let it, because you're the people with the power and the money. So I did an interview last month and I specifically spoke to the owners. Some of them don't like it, but I don't really care because I don't need nothing from them. But I told them, you guys need to do for your town the same thing that I'm doing, because I'm not from here and I'm doing. So it's just to give more. You know, my New Year's resolution, me personally, just to give more. I'm okay. I'm personally okay. You know, I can't sit here and tell you a resolution that I have when it's not. I'm okay. I'm fine.
I see you walk around, you be chilling.
Yeah. You
know, some people walk around, they stressed, looking like they about to jump off a bridge or something.
Yeah,
and then putting their shit on you. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I got my little moped over there. I go around the moped. You know, you gotta blend in. And that's what I do. But I really, honestly, if I tell you that I have this New Year resolution, I'll be lying to you, because I've never ever had a New Year's resolution, because I've always did what I want all year round, and got what I want, or you know, and to spend more time with my boys. That's what I'm doing, you know. But they're men, you know what I mean. They're men, so they're working, you know, and they got their families. But that's always every year, you know, I say, you know, I want to spend more time with them. I want to spend more time with them, you know. But they're all coming in March to see me.
Oh,
that
nice.
should be a blast. That should be a blast, you know. And once again, they're gonna go see what Daddy did. For you mamas, for you baby mamas, they're gonna go see what Daddy did. They're gonna see what they own, because they own it. So that's what we're gonna do. Believe it or not. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God. Well, I'm looking forward to visiting you, because I know my husband's from there. He's from Mao.
Mao.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
he has heard through different channels, his brother and other, because the father's very highly politically connected as well.
Oh, he
And
is?
he's
Okay.
heard a lot about you and what you've done. And so he's like, yo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Una persona que no es de ahí, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
so that's amazing.
Exactly.
And I just want to thank you just for being who you are, number one. Never changing.
Yeah.
Number two. No matter how much fucking success this man has, he's always the same person. So that's number one in me, because you know I see through the bullshit.
Yeah, it's good to be. Let me tell you something. It's good to be a real person, right? Mm-hmm. Right, a real person. Alguien que no tenga pelo en la lengua, which is D. Alguien que no tenga pelo en la lengua. You say what you want to say. Yeah. That's what you said. No, don't take offense. Mm-hmm. But I respect the person that says what they want to say instead of a person that talk behind my back. Mm-hmm. You know, I could tell you, damn, D, that shit that you said, that was fucked up. But I still love her, but I respect it because she said what she wanted to say. Mm-hmm. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same with the same, you know, trying to have the same drive, you know. Exactly. As I was trying to just get on this whole podcasting thing and just reaching out to people, asking them, you know, how can I do this, you know? And a lot of people weren't forthcoming with the information, let me tell you. There was only one person, Nancy Ruffin, which I give her all the props. Like, she's out of New York.
This is down your lane, man.
This is not my lane?
Hell yeah, this is down your lane. This is, when I saw this, I said, that's perfect. That is perfect for D.
Well, let me tell you. So after Nancy Ruffin, you know, and all that, so then I connected with a couple other people, and they're like, get your numbers up. Just keep practicing, keep being on there, you know. Yeah. But as far as me getting, like, support from people, like, how do you connect?
It's tough.
It was tough. It was tough. So for people to, in DR, or maybe like even for me, like if I want to be able to do something in that type of business, or if I know someone, I know I can be like, yo, Angel. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I want to be that person, you know, for people. And so I want to thank you for motivating. Providing motivation, because you provided motivation for me. So I just want to tell you on the air.
Thank you.
Because when people do not say what they're going to do, because there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
We know.
Mucha gente.
That be saying they're going to do stuff and don't do nothing.
You know, I say nada. Just in case you want little translation.
Right.
It's true.
So if you finish some type, it's maybe you.
But listen, when I saw, I'm going to tell you right now, when I saw that you started doing this, I said, no, I got to call D. I wanted to, you know, do the interview. And when I do have a lot of friends that come down here that are singers. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to be prepared, because I'm going to be like, yo, D.
Oh, I'm down.
You know, and these kids will do it in a minute.
Okay.
They'll do it in a minute just because they know who I am and they know who I deal with. But,
and when I go to DR, I'm bringing my shit with me.
No, bring it. Bring it. Trust me. Bring it with you.
Oh, my God.
I have it all prepared. I have it all ready for you. Already.
So we're thinking about going next year, so I'll tell you exactly when we're going. We won't go in March, because I'm seeing that you're already going to be busy.
Yeah, March is a carnival. It's real busy. It's going to be, I'm going to have all my boys. I'm going to have all my brothers and
so
friends.
The boys are not bringing the wifeys and stuff?
No, I talked to every specific wife and girlfriend. I told them, I said, listen, I've had the business there for 3 years, and I think it's time for my boys to come see me. So I spoke to them individually, all of them. Mm-hmm. And I told them I want them there. You know, I'm going to get the tickets for them there. I helped them out with the passport. And I told them, I said, I want them to have fun. I said, I understand what you hear. But me,
they gotta have confidence in the relationship.
Yeah,
though.
I need them there. Mm-hmm. I want them there, because it's gonna be. I have so many people there that are asking me, when your boys coming.
It's like
because I'm a father to a lot. Exactly.
Where are your boys?
I'm a father to a lot of the people, employees there, because how I treat them. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, like I told you, the business owners over there treat their employees like crap. I'm not gonna treat them like crap. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. You know, so they always ask me, and I want them to see. You know, I wanted to see, because, I mean, we didn't touch this subject, but
we can touch on it.
My business was built from these hands too.
Okay.
The business wasn't there.
Right.
It was a flat land. A flat land. So I got construction people coming in, but I know construction, I know masonry, I know carpentry. So I was doing the help too, and I had to fire a few people. No, you're taking too much time.
Yeah.
So I was
around my
there,
pockets.
and I got pictures. Exactly, I got pictures of
The
these
before and
hands.
after?
Yeah, yeah. These hands built
it. Yeah.
built that place. So I take pride in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I take pride in it because it wasn't a structure that was there when they first saw me. And in there, they was like, "What the hell is this dude doing?" They were
What
all
is he building?
Yeah, well, they were all. They thought it was a chicken coop. Because they sell chicken coop. It's Cibao. It's the country. So they thought it was gonna be a chicken coop. They didn't know. They had no idea what was gonna be built there. And when they saw the finishing,
what made you go there? Out of all, is it like near the beach? Or?
No, it's not near the beach. It's the Cibao. It's because, like I told you, my ex partner, he kind of well, let's do it here, let's do this, and I fell into it. So I made the best of it now. I made the best of it, and it's just my place is it's different from the surrounding clubs because let's say I'm a businessman. The nearest club, which is a beautiful club, Gold Club, is in Tenares. They don't sell beers. They only sell bottles. I can't just sell bottles because business-wise, and I'm going to say in dollars. I'm going to say in dollars. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to tell you in dollars because in pesos, a lot of people don't understand. If you got $100 to spend, and I want that $100, you can't go over there with $100 and spend $100 because the bottle's going to cost you $200. But I'll take the buck. I'll take the $150.
I'll take the $150 from 7 motherfuckers.
You understand what I'm saying? So
if you go over there, 7 motherfuckers, only one is going to spend on the bottle.
Exactly. So business-wise, this Christmas was at 9 o'clock. I had to stop people at the door.
Oh my gosh.
And I was videoing because I was here. Yeah, at 9 o'clock, I was like, stop people at the door, stop them, because it was I had about 450 people in there at 9 o'clock on Christmas Day. So the business is doing right now. I got all the reservations for New Year's already full, and I told them, I said, yo, let's just keep it to a minimum because I'm not there. I'm always eyes, and they always freak out at me because they see that at the end of the night I'll tell them everything that happened, and they're like, how do you see? What? How do you see? I see who talked to who didn't do this, who gave the number to who went with who took who home, who was good with another person. And they're like, how do you see all that? But that's what I was trained for, from the Marine Corps to the job that I had, to observe people and see how they work.
Not only for the jobs, but walking out your door, you got to be looking around.
You got to be looking around. You got to be looking around. Yeah. So, they freak out. They freak out because they're like, yo, you see everything. I said, of course, don't you think? Because I got the little Cartiers. I'm not saying I see everything. That's my job, is to see everything. So, the business is good because it's made for the town. For the town. For them, my chicken place is made for the town. For them to feel comfortable to spend $2 on something, $3 on something.
But it's dope that you can go there. Like, let's say me go visit you, go party at night, and then the next day go get some chicken.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna go get some chicken. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go party.
Exactly.
That's pretty dope. Is there anything else that I missed that maybe, because I didn't even know that you built? The spot.
Yeah. I've always worked out in any of the places that I opened up. I've always worked in it because you already know that here the people freak out over it. But I tell them, when you own a home in the United States, if you don't have a handy hand, then you're going to be spending a lot of money. You got to know how to fix a door. You got to know how to change the tiles. You got to know how to, change the light structure. You got to know how to do that. If not, you're talking about $200, $300, $400, $1,000. So
without which contractor you get. Exactly.
So, I put my hand into everything I built over there because I know how I want it. I know how long it's going to take. I know if you fucking around with my money, and that's the way it was. That's the way it was. So yeah, I did. I put my it took us 4 months to build. 4 months to build a whole nightclub.
That's impressive.
And La Vara came from, there was a palm tree there. There was a palm tree, the name. And, La Vara, the switchblade your mom used to get. So there was one palm tree in La Vara. That's how the name came up.
Oh, okay.
The chicken place, it was just me and my boys in Puerto Rico. We were chilling. We was doing our thing. So we was all, and I said, damn, what am I going to name this thing? And my boy Kevin, the chicken place.
Okay.
Yo, the chicken place. Okay. Done deal.
It works.
Yeah, it works. You know, you get those ideas when you're in those moments.
Just chicken.
Yeah, just chicken.
Well, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me.
Thank you.
And for coming on Dosa Diana, and for maybe possibly having some more guests coming through.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Because my Spanish is good. Y'all gonna see.
Sí, claro. Oh, yeah. My Spanish is getting better, by the way.
I know. I heard you talking Spanish. Because people are always impressed. Like when I was talking to your mom earlier, people are always like, "Oh my God, you know Spanish like that?" Yeah, because my mother made me.
Exactly. We learned it at home. We learned it at home.
But my mother made me at Quirk. I had to be there in 7th grade.
Oh yeah.
She made me do bilingual. She was like, "Past 7th grade and you good."
The only F I ever got in school was
Spanish?
Spanish. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't forget that. You know, I remember coming from Vine Street School. You know, and as a kid, it was like, damn, I gotta go home and listen to my mother and my father talk the Spanish, and I don't understand it. You know, and that's how you learn. That's how I learned it. You know, because you coming home, all your friends speaking English, and you're coming home to your parents, and they're, mira que esto y, you know, esto y, and I'm like, you know, but
I'm Puerto Rican, but I don't understand.
Yeah, and it's. Let me tell you something. Very proud that I can speak it because, you know, some people are afraid. Some people are afraid. When I first got there, to the islands, you know, I wasn't afraid. Like I said, I don't get afraid, and it's not a cocky thing. I'm not afraid of crowds, and I'm not afraid to do something. If it's wrong, then I'm going to learn it by doing it. That's how I'm going to learn it. So I used to talk a lot of crap, and I'd be like, huh? And I used to, you know, and now, you know, I'm not saying that I'm an expert in it, but now, you know, I get it in. Yeah, claro que sí. Tú sabes, ¿verdad?
You gotta get that bag, bro.
Yeah, ese tiempo que imagínate todo el mundo hablando el español y yo con el Spanglish, ¿qué? Ah, no, yo le meto mano.
Oh my God. But like I said, thank you so much for coming on. I hope you guys enjoyed Mr. Angel as and when y'all go over there, go to La Barra, and it's where?
It's in Salcedo. Salcedo. I'm gonna give you all the info right now before we go. I gotta look it up. My Facebook for the business is
Let me write these down so I can put them. I already follow you anyway.
Yeah, La Barra Salcedo. It's for the Facebook. Just look it up so you guys know. And Instagram, it is the same, La Barra Salcedo. And those are the business IG.
So you don't have the
Facebook.
Chicken one?
The chicken, yeah, I do have a chicken one, but I use.
Because I saw you built like when you guys were putting it together.
Yeah. I have it's the chicken place, but I really don't post much on it. I put it in the Facebook for La Vara because I got 5,000 people following me there. I can't put no more, so that's how I do it. That's how I do it.
He has 5,000 people following him.
Yeah, I just don't have. Oh,
I'm trying to get to 600.
No. I used to run my Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, somebody runs it for you.
Yeah, I used to run it, but I gotta tell you a quick story.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I used to run it, but it goes from Bory. Yeah, what are the birthday packages? Oh, okay, I'll send it to you. Boop. All right. So I'll send it.
So 5,000 people hitting you up.
Yeah, Bory. My birthday's on the 23rd. Are you gonna be there? Let me give it a number to the guy that's running this. Boop. Yeah, but I want to know if you were gonna be there. So
somebody else running that shit.
I had to have somebody else run it because this is not a dating site. It's a business site. You get what I'm saying?
Again.
Yeah, so I had to like pass it on.
So when you DMing La Barra, you are not DMing Angel.
No, you're not DMing. I do look at them. I do look.
So watch what you DM.
Yeah, I do look, to make sure, but I have someone else running it, But the people that know me, they know how to reach me. And my personal IG is El Bory La Vara. I had to change that. They made me change it. They said because I have an artist name now, El Bory. So they made me change it. It was Medina.
Instagram?
Yeah, they made me change it. And I was like, I don't want to change it. They said, but how are they going to look you up with the music? So, yeah.
El Bory.
They made me change it. Silent. Well, D, thank you, D.
Oh, thank you. Shit, I am looking forward to going, checking it out. and partying and just enjoying DR
And
through
all
your
my
eyes.
Yeah, and all my people that know me, Me Say Rico. The video's coming out. You gotta, go in there, YouTube, go to on Spotify. It's gonna be on Spotify. It's gonna be on everything. It's gonna be on everything. I need your help. That's the only way that we can put up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We could spend, and I'll tell you this for all the artists, the real artists that are doing this for 15 years, that, you could spend $4,000, $5,000 on videos and producers, $6,000. But the money's not gonna make you. It's not gonna make you. The people are gonna make you. With the likes and the viewing and everything. And that's what artists looks for. They're not looking for concerts, and they're looking for all the likes and all the views, and that's what they all need. That's just what they
I'm gonna
all
tell
need.
my friend, this guy, he was just DJing my wedding, DJ Lyric. He's an amazing DJ. So when I have him on, I'm gonna be like, yo, check this song out, because he plays on the radio, and a wedding every weekend for like years.
That's good money.
Yeah,
That's good money.
So imagine him doing weddings like in Puerto Rico and playing Me Say Rico.
Absolutely.
Me Say Rico.
And I got the clean version. It's a clean version too.
But I like when it says Perico.
Yeah, me too. The little bird. Actually for the video we try to get a bird because it's about a bird. It's about a bird. Cuca means different things. Cuca is a bird, and it means female private part, right? And then perico, we all
vagina.
know. Yeah, vagina. So, and perico means a perico. You hear in the background, right? Or it can mean
because we are in a Puerto Rican household.
Exactly. So, we tried to get a bird for the video. Yeah, but then when the guy said, "Oh no, yeah, it's $400," I said, "Are you fucking kidding? For a bird?" I said, "You kidding me?"
Oh man.
I said, I didn't pay $400 for the yacht.
What's
wrong with you? $400 for a bird? I said, no. I said, cut that scene.
Yo, he shot a shot.
He shot a shot, and I told him, all y'all screwed up. If you would have been there, you would have been dying, because I said, loco, te tiraste de cabeza, cabrón. I told him, I said, te tiraste de cabeza, cabrón. Now, you don't eat, and you don't eat. They were mad. They were mad. And the bird.
The bird's not going to eat
It's
either.
not going to eat either.
All right, y'all. So we're going to end it there. That is Angel. And as always, don't let anybody steal your shine. This is Diana. Thank you all for tuning in. See ya. Bye.